Whether you visit Alaska by land or by sea, you can see all sorts of fascinating sights even before you arrive in the state. Once you're in Alaska though, you'll find plenty of things to do for all ages and interests, from taking a cruise to see glaciers and whales to hiking through the pristine wilderness of the state's many parks and nature preserves. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Trip Xtreme for more awesome top 10s. And make sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. Number 10. Mendenhall Glacier in Juneau. Located just 12 miles outside of Juneau, Mendenhall Glacier fills Mendenhall Valley before terminating into and forming Mendenhall Lake. The Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center overlooks the glacier, providing warm and sheltered views of this natural wonder, and offers exhibits and films about the science and history of glaciation in the region. A number of trails, most of which start near the visitor center, allow you to view the 13-mile length of the glacier as well as the surrounding deglaciated landscape and wildlife. The Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center is open daily from May 1 through September 25th, including on holidays, but is only open on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays from October through April. However, the Tongass National Forest, which manages the trails around the glacier itself, is open to visitors year-round. Number 9. Take a tour on the Riverboat Discovery. Departing out of Fairbanks, the Grand Riverboat Discovery will take you on a scenic tour of the Chena and Tanana rivers, and along the way you'll learn about the contemporary and traditional ways of life in Alaska. You'll stop in front of the home and kennels of the late Susan Butcher to find out about the sled dogs, and an Athabascan fish camp is another stop where you'll learn about the harvest, preparation, smoking and storage of salmon. The highlight of the trip is the Chena Indian Village, where you can get off the Riverboat Discovery and explore an Athabascan village to get an up-close look at the gear, dwellings and animals that are a part of their culture. The cruise takes about 3.5 hours and starts and ends at a large gift shop at the port of Fairbanks, so you'll be needing some cash. Riverboat Discovery tours operate from May through September each year, with services departing daily at 8:45 and 2. Reservations are required to embark on the journey, and spots sometimes fill up during the busy season. And at number 8, take a boat to Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve. There are a number of ways to experience Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve, which is located off the southern Alaskan coast near Juneau, but the only ways to access it are by plane or boat. Many people visit Glacier Bay as part of an Alaska Inside Passage cruise, and day-long boat tours of the park are also available from Juneau and other southern Alaskan communities near the 3.3 million acre park. That's big. As you make the chill and quiet journey through the fingers and inlets of Glacier Bay, you'll have the chance to see several major tidewater glaciers as well as a variety of wildlife. The area around the town of Gustavus at the southern end of Glacier Bay National Park offers most of the amenities for land-based adventure, including the park headquarters, visitor center, accommodations, and a small airport offering 30-minute flights to Juneau. While Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve is open year-round, services in the winter are extremely limited, and the Visitors Center and Visitors Information Station for boaters and campers are only open from May through early September. Boat tour and cruise availability also vary by season. Number 7. Learn history at the Alaska State Museum. Located in the capital city of Juneau, the Alaska State Museum is the official museum of history and culture for the state. While particularly well known for its presentation of native Alaskan traditions associated with the Aleut, Athabascan, Eskimo and Northwest Coast people, the museum also explores early Russian, European and American settlement, as well as gold rush and mining history through its permanent collection. Rebuilt from scratch between 2014 and 16, known as the Father Andrew P. Kashevaroff or APK building, also houses the Alaska State Archives and the Alaska State Library. The Alaska State Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 till 4 in the fall through spring seasons, and open daily from 9 to 5 in the summer. Admission is free on the first Friday of every month from 4:30 to 7. Again, take note. Number 6. Check out the Anchorage Museum. The Anchorage Museum at Rasmussen Center combines several museums in one location, covering Alaska's art, history, ethnography, ecology and science all at once. Visitors can view contemporary and traditional art, learn about the state's history and native peoples, view amazing presentations at the Thomas Planetarium, and participate in hands-on activities throughout the museum. The Smithsonian Arctic Studies Center, a collection on loan from the Smithsonian, is a particularly fascinating display of artifacts from native Alaskan and other Arctic cultures. Kids will love the Imaginarium Discovery Center, which moved into the Anchorage Museum in 2010. Anchorage Museum services include a cafe, gift shop, and guided tours. The Anchorage Museum is open daily from May 1 through September 30, but it's closed on Mondays from October 1 through April 30 each year. While free for museum members, admission to the museum ranges in price for Alaskan residents as well as visiting adults, children aged 3 to 12, students, military, and seniors. Additionally, the museum offers free admission on the first Friday of each month. Take note. Next at number 5, visit the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park. The 1898 Klondike Gold Rush was a colourful yet sombre episode in North American history when thousands came to the West Coast hoping to strike it rich mining for gold. With units scattered throughout Alaska and even one in Seattle, Washington, the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park is dedicated to this period of North American history, and the main visitors center for this park is located in the town of Skagway, Alaska. The Visitor Center offers a gripping film covering the terrible hardships and rare triumphs of the men and women who were part of the Great Rush, with a focus on those who passed through Skagway on their way over to Chilkoot Pass. After checking out the film, exhibits and bookshop at the Visitor Center, you can hook up with a ranger-led tour of downtown Skagway and its many historic Gold Rush-era buildings. Although limited services are available from October 1 through April 15 in Skagway, the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park is open year-round, offering daily activities Monday through Friday every week. Intrepid travelers can also embark on a snowshoe trek or cross-country ski trip through the park on their own. And at number 4, relive history at Sitka National Historical Park. Sitka National Historical Park, Alaska's oldest national park, is located on the east side of Sitka, a popular port of call for inside passage cruises. Dedicated to the preservation of the history of native Tlingit and Russian experiences in Alaska, this historical park commemorates the site of the Battle of 1804 between local Tlingit Indians and Russian colonists. Begin at the park's visitor center, where you'll explore exhibits on historic and modern totem poles, Russian and native artifacts, and temperate rainforest and beaches. But make sure to stick around for ranger-guided tours through history. Follow that with a walking tour of the Russian bishop's house and a hike along the Totem Trail. Sitka National Park is open daily throughout the year from 8:30 to 4:30, but the visitor center is only open from May through September. Additionally, tours are only available to the general public from May through September and by appointment only during the winter season from October through April. Next at number 3, tour the Museum of the North in Fairbanks. Located on the University of Alaska Fairbanks campus, the Museum of the North is a world-class museum stuffed with fascinating exhibits covering Alaska's history, art, and culture. The Gallery of Alaska covers each region of the state, addressing both human and natural history with highlights including mammoths, mastodons, gold, and gold nuggets. Also, the Alaska Classics Art Gallery features historical paintings, while the Roseberry Alaska Art Gallery upstairs focuses on contemporary Alaskan art. While you're there, don't miss the movies at the Museum of the North Theatre, particularly Arctic Currents, A Year in the Life of the Bowhead Whale, an animated film detailing the migratory patterns of these magnificent aquatic creatures. The Museum of the North is open Monday through Saturday during the winter season, that's September 1 through May 31st, and daily during the summer, June 1 to August 31st, but is closed on Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. At number 2, cruise through KENAI Fjords National Park. To see the marine life of Alaska, take a day cruise through KENAI Fjords National Park near the small town of Seward, just 120 miles from Anchorage on Alaska's south-central coast. Established in 1980, KENAI Fjords National Park covers approximately 670,000 acres and is home to a variety of wildlife, including otters, puffins, harbour seals, bald eagles, sea stars, orcas, minke whales, and Dall's porpoises. The park is also home to one of the largest ice fields in the United States, Harding Icefield, and a plethora of stunning mountain scenery as well as hanging and tidewater glaciers. Cruises operated by Celebrity Cruises, Holland America Line, and Royal Caribbean all depart from the Seward port almost daily from March through September each year. Day cruises travel through the park via Resurrection Bay and typically last between 4 and 9 hours. Number 1. Visit Denali National Park. The highest peak in North America is the top of Denali, which towers over the national park of the same name at 20,310 feet. Previously known as Mount McKinley to many Americans, Alaskans have always referred to this great peak by its native name, which means tall or high. In 2015, the federal government under President Obama officially changed the name back to Denali. It's a great sight to see on its own, but you can also take a bus tour of the park to see wildlife like grizzly bears, moose, caribou, Dall sheep, and wolves. Meanwhile, the varied colours of the park's lakes and rivers, geologic formations, and tundra landscape provide a gorgeous backdrop to your journey. Before your adventure, spend some time at the Denali Visitor Centre, located at the park's northeast entrance, to learn about the seasons and the natural history of Denali and to get information about available park tours, activities, and recreation opportunities. And there you have the 10 best things to do in Alaska. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Trip Xtreme for more fantastic top 10 lists. See you next time.